Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today I want to talk about bug bags and where you should store them. Because there are a lot of places you can do it, but one person says you got to do it here, other person says you have to do it there, and there are several technical reasons for each. So we're going to make the list of them and go through them. But before we start talking about book bags, if you're interested in detective stories, there will be a link to my book called Bloody Crosses. It's in Dutch. The link will be in the description. So if you're interested, take a look at the link. So yet again, I've been rearranging my bug bag, which is something you have to do now and then. I made a video about it, and now I'm thinking, where should I place my bug bag? The most people would say you have to put it at the entrance or the exit of your home, and the reason is very simple for that. If you A bug bag is something that you need to go to get in 1 minute, and you have to leave the house in when there is a danger. To be honest, that is, in my personal opinion, a little bit a faulty reasoning. It's only for one situation where you could say that you have to leave the house and get on the move within a minute, and that is in case you get there is war scenario, or you're in an area where there's a lot of crime, a lot of gangs, robberies, that kind of stuff. So it's not like there is a criminal coming into your house, you take your bucket back and you leave. No, then you should just leave. There is even not even time for getting your bucket back. So it's for when you can't come back because of the threat. For example, like I said before, if there is a war and there at any moment the enemy can push through or get into your village, yes, then you need your bug back and you skedaddle. But if it's more like criminals, there is also a division in that. For example, if it's just criminals who just want to rob your place, yeah, then there is not much use. You just get out, perhaps call the police, and get back when they have taken what they wanted to. But if it's like more like criminals with more bad intentions, like during genocide, or like serial killers or gangs who murder for example, yeah, then there is a possibility you can't return to your home, because if shit is that bad in the place where you live, then they probably will have taken over your house and you can not return. Those are two war and those shit hit the fan, out of loneliness kind of regions. Yes, then you must have a bug back that you can leave because you expect to not directly or never come back. Otherwise, if it's just for criminals, disaster, whatever, then you don't need to put it at the entrance to leave in 1 minute. So yeah, those are the two examples I would say that you do need it. So where else can we put them? Other people I heard put your bug on. Oh yeah, by the way, I want to talk about the entrance one more. If you going to put it at the entrance, that's the first thing that people will see if they come in, especially if it's people that you don't know, like people who come to visit. Certain people, they see a bug back, and later on they can talk to other people with bad intentions, and they will know, oh, there's a bug back, something that is valuable, that they just at the entrance, so bash the door in, take the bug back and leave. So that's something that you need to be aware of, and yeah, that's something that easily be stolen, especially if you're gone, a burglar come into your house, usually through the entrance, like front door or back door, and yeah, they see something with expensive stuff inside that is easy to carry. So entrance, exit, that's not, at least in my situation, not the best place, I would say. Next thing I heard was the garage, and this actually makes sense because the garage is usually the domain where the guy can tinkle with some stuff, and the bug out bag, which most special little ladies don't really like inside of the house or the decoration, so to say. So the garage is a perfect place for the guy, and it's close to the vehicle. So if you have to evacuate, or bug out, usually you will start with the vehicle and drive as far as you can and go further by foot. So either place it next in the garage itself, because sometimes your car has to go to the repairs shop, or it's lended by a family member, or your wife is gone with the car for to set up the kids, whatever. So either you put it in the garage itself, in a locker or something, that's something that you easily can take out, or a cabinet, or under a table, whatever, or you place it inside of the vehicle. So you already have a bug out vehicle. Any vehicle can be a bug out vehicle as long as there is a bug out bag inside of it. So, but then you got a problem, like I said, if your wife has left with the car to do some stuff, or your car is in the shop, yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's better to put it close to the car, that you can just get by the car, take it, throw it in, and drive away. So in that case, that's something that I would probably do. And usually your garage is full of tools that need to be stored safely. So for moisture, insects and the kind of stuff, yeah, there's not that much chance to that your bug out bag will be, how do you say, it's not tainted, but being scratched or getting moist or that kind of stuff, as long as you store it in the right way. Another thing I heard is the bedroom, and it is actually very similar to what I said in the entrance. If you're going to put your bug out bag inside of the storeroom, what I was saying, in the bedroom, that's a place where you, on the day, during the day, you just walk around. You're always going around in the house, so you're always a certain distance away from your bug out bag. But if you're going to sleep and a disaster struck, whatever it is, whether they are robbers or criminals, if there is a war, there is perhaps a disaster or whatever, your cell phones are ringing and say the nuclear plant exploded, whatever it is, during the night, you can just take it from beneath your bed or in the closet, on your back, going downstairs, or flee through the window, or whatever escape plan you have. And that way, yeah, I can see it that way, because during the day you can also see danger coming better. So yeah, and during the night you don't want to go downstairs, you don't want to go into the dark, so you can just even in the dark you can find your bug out bag, put it on, escape through the window or through the staircase or whatever you sleep. So yeah, it's the same, actually a little bit of the same situation, like I said, with the entrance. Why this could be a little bit more, how do I say this, dangerous, is the bedroom is a very, how do I say this, a dangerous place in case there is a fire. So if there is a fire inside of your house, yeah, if you want to take your bug out bag, which contains valuable stuff and things you need to go to live somewhere else while your house is being repaired or something, or the insurance can come by, or you have to go to a hotel, whatever. The bedroom is deeper inside of the house usually, so it's dangerous to get there. And as there is a fire in the house entrance, yeah, if you're going to leave the house when there is a fire, or if you see there is a fire and you're outside, you can just kick in the door and try to take your bug out bag that is near the entrance. So that's also something that you need to take into account. The garage, yeah, the garage is a little bit dangerous, because whether it's something with batteries or some work that you've done with repairs or maintenance that can cause sparks, fire, like welding or whatever, or something with batteries. Yeah, the garage is a very dangerous place and also contains chemicals, flammable fluids, gases, canisters, that kind of stuff, or gasoline that you stored. Yeah, the garage is very dangerous to, if there is a fire, to get your bug out bag. So that's another thing that you need to watch out for. So we talked about entrance, garage, bedroom. Living room, I would say, is also, usually the living room is the most central place inside of the home. But like I said before, usually the bug out bag will be less visually appetizing, especially if you live with your, especially the ladies. You want the room very neat. So put it either in a closet, beneath the couch, or in some other hidden space that other people who usually get around or visit inside of the living room will not see it or and can tell it about to other people. So yeah, that is also very dangerous for fire because, like I said, the living room is the central place. If there's a fire, it's a kind of difficult to reach, more difficult to reach it, depending on how your house is layered. So yeah, living room, okay, but yeah, there's a lot of problems with that either. So another thing I would say is the cellar. If you have a cellar, that's the place where usually your bug out bag will be the most safe. Safe from burglars because burglars they want the expensive shit. They want something that they can easily take, and they want to go in and out very fast and take as much of the most valuable shit. And if they go inside of a cellar, usually they have to go through a choke point. So if they get discovered, they are trapped there, especially if you are armed. So they don't want to take that risk. So it's also a little bit of a psychological reason. So inside of a cellar, but there's a problem with cellars, and that is a lot of cellars that I know have a moist problem. So if you're going to have a bug out bag, it can create mold if it's not stored properly. It can be a problem during a flood, but usually, like I said before, it can be a safe place to store it. If there is a fire, usually the cellar is something that is left, so it's something that you can, after getting through the rubble, you can take your bug out bag and temporarily live somewhere else. Is something that I want to say. But yet again, if you want to, during a war or criminal scenario, yeah, if you, for the same reasons for the burglars, it's a little bit of a detour to get your bug out bag. But yeah, it's more safely stored, and yeah, it's less quickly to grab. So yeah, like I said before, those are the choices that you have to make depending on your own living scenario or the dangers that are around you. The last thing I would say is a shed. Yeah, if you have a shed or something, that you can keep it there. It's more, how do you say this? Certain burglars looking for electric bicycles or power tools, and usually they are in a shed. So, and it's less likely that you will see them coming. So, yeah. But yet again, if there's a fire inside of the house or something else, if your plan is to flee through the garden and pass through your shed, yeah, then it's perhaps an idea to keep a bug out bag over there, so you can flee. But like I said, there are pros and there are cons. Uh, Perhaps there is another option, and that is to keep a bug out bag outside of your house. And I'm not meaning the shed, but some place that you can reach, like a cache, I think it's called cache, somewhere that you outside of your property where you keep a bug out bag. I would not say keep the bug out bag, like the bug out bag, but keep a bug out bag, like a secondary bug out bag outside, and that is something that you can either get when you don't be able to reach your primary bug out bag, or if you are with a partner or a friend or a neighbor, and you can say, "There's a bug out bag, take it, and we can go together," and it will make everything a little bit more easier during a bug out if you're going to evacuate together. So, in my opinion, the best place to keep your bug out bag is in the garage, to be honest, because like I said, it's easier to get. You have to pass through. It's easy to evacuate with, and yeah, in my situations, it's the best one. And I would say to you, don't listen to what I'm saying. Just think about all the things that I said. Be alert to what are your living conditions, what are the dangers around you. Make an assessment about what is most likely to happen, and place your bug out bag according to that. Whether you're living in an apartment, whether you live in an open house in the middle of nowhere, or within a block or whatever you live, you have to make decisions and calculations based on your own life. Don't think because I said that you have to do that. I'm gonna make a video about why you should not listen to experts. So keep watching for that. And if you have any other places where you keep your bug out bags, please let me know in the comments. I'm always eager to learn new things. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff, and see you next video. Cheers.